Hello, World War II soldiers. This is Call of Duty World War II campaign. We're in the second and more actiony half of the Liberation of Paris mission.
So our informant just managed to go through and set off and explode the explosive package that they managed to steal from the German armory, right?
That's correct. Using their own weapons against them by one of the most insidious methods of war to defeat your opponents. Spies. Insiders. People who know their language. Cook that shit. So, this mission is pretty straightforward. From this point on, we are back to running after the checkpoint instead of running after the person who could be one of many persons who are in fact persons inside a Nazi headquarters. Out here, we use guns, and we aim for their heads.
It does bring up the question, though. Why don't we just start lobbing a firebomb at the cloth banners on the building across the way? Because that is technically our objective.
Why don't we just get it over? Well, because they haven't spawned yet. The game is waiting to spawn. See, we just got a checkpoint. That's a cue for the game to say the banner is just that much closer now. I'm gonna take my BAR. I'm gonna destroy. Like chewing bubblegum.
Now, the BAL stands for Battle Assault Rifle, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Haven't really looked too closely into it. When rifles were just, like, being able to pop a gun and clear the chamber musket style, that's many centuries old. But the machine gun, oh my goodness. Battle Assault Rifles taking up war to a place where, well, we still see it in the modern era. Even checkpoint, yes.
He needs saved.
Drag down to ally. Don't die in process. Ow. Ow. Bullets cannot harm me. I'm a hero, man. Oh, thank God he was actually an enemy.
So why was he standing above cover instead of inside it?
He had hubris. He was mad with power. That is because classically the Nazis operated with kind of a gang mentality. They think that they're invincible. Nah. Individually, they can be destroyed, especially when they run on top of cars and say,
You did not need more ammo, Cloud.
My BAR was hungry. Now it is full. I mean, the WAF is okay, you know, if you want to fire 2 clips inside 5 seconds and then be out.
She's in civilian clothes.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to note about this mission, is that now, like before, there were two clothings, and shooting the wrong guy would cause the game to end. Now there are Nazis who are your enemies, and now you also have to distinguish them among your American allies and also the French resistance, who are wearing strange clothing that may take you off guard, and you may shoot them by mistake.
Well, they shouldn't take you that much by mistake. I mean, the Nazi regalia in this game is relatively uniform.
I dare anybody to go through this entire game and never shoot a teammate.
Do I have to do it on the higher difficulties?
You don't even have to do it on the. You could do it on recruit, because I'm a nice guy and I would not put anybody through a more difficult version of this game, which I think already is rather difficult. Yeah, go through the entire game without causing a game over by shooting your teammate by mistake. I will fight you in the street unless you have a recording of you doing so successfully.
The garrison's almost clear.
It's not over yet.
The Germans will mount a counterattack soon. We need to set up our defenses. Follow me.
Clear the building. In this final act of the mission, we must completely house this entire... Actually, this is the same facility that we were just in. So now we get to kill everybody. Alright, come on, let's go kill them.
The combat shotgun.
The Molotov
I really wanted to
cocktail.
do Doom's 2016.
Huh?
I really did.
Oh, one of those inescapable things. Zombies. I mean, the combat shotgun is cool if there was only one of them, and you were Jesus, and you could heal anytime you wanted. Doom doesn't let you heal anytime you want. You can't hold healing items.
Well, here's the thing. Doom almost lets you heal anytime you want because you assuming that there are still enemies around, then there are still enemies to glory kill. So.
This is true, and usually the game situation predicates on having a continuous number, or is it continuous until the bad guy goes, or is it a finite number of enemies on the field?
Depends on which which modern Doom game you're referring to. Doom Eternal has a continuous stream of weaker enemies that you can always gory kill in order to get health and armor back. But Doom 2016 actually does have a somewhat finite number of enemies. There are exceptions to this rule, specifically if you are dealing with summoners. But aside from that, no, it is in fact a finite number of enemies.
Oh, good. Well, so that
turret segment.
I think
to one of the turrets.
Trying. Oh my God! I got magic rifle. Magic rifle is way more useful than the turrets. I will have you know. Okay. That I was going to say that, okay, you got finite number of health packs in this game, finite number of enemies you can glory kill for health in Doom 2016. So finiteness being the common factor means that if the game goes on for too long and you still haven't won, you are probably going to die. Unless you go for epic comeback.
Well, Doom 2016 is all about having those epic comebacks, but, you know... There are only a couple of combat rooms in Doom 2016 that ever really put you that far against the wall. At least on normal. On the higher difficulty mode, specifically Nightmare, I assume that all the different combat rooms can really give you shit, but normal is actually a really fun experience that I recommend anyone play through.
Oof. Yeah, on the subject of recommended experiences, never strap a flamethrower or tank to your back. Noted. Well, we await your playthrough of a Doom game, Mr. Gerda. We will,
I gotta upgrade my rig for it.
We will see you.
I can't actually record Doom 2016 right now because the footage while I'm recording is fine. The footage afterwards is not.
Logistics. Headshot. Magic rifle, but magic rifle needs ammo. Magic rifle is happy. Happy time. Oh, I also wanted to note that this was my least favorite checkpoint of the mission, because just as I reloaded, this is the checkpoint I probably had to reload maybe 10 times before I finally got this one. Magic rifle is your friend.
Well, one of your issues is that you're not actually taking down the guys that are in front right now, which I know that your allies are supposed to be taking out. Why didn't you take down the two dudes that were just standing there?
Because he was the harder to hit target, and he was active. That was supposed to happen.
Okay.
But, you know, like, I was already so used to... But then I finally saw that the game wasn't causing a game overstay, so I said, oh, thank God, it's just Saving Private Ryan time. Yeah, Saving Private Ryan time happens quite a bit during these games, as we are wont to pointing out over and over again, because it keeps happening. I said, what the hell do we do now, sir?
We fire the Panzerschreck in the tank at their face!
And I somehow didn't die. Quick, take them down while they burn in flames.
Don't take the burning corpses. The burning corpses don't have HP meters left. Take down the guys that are advancing.
You know, you're probably right. They probably can't die no matter how much damage they take, because then it would cease the animation, which they use for cinematic effect. We have victory. We have victory.
We liberated,
France.
Is this supposed to be Paris? Because I don't think Notre Dame is supposed to look that well this time.
Outstanding.
We did it. The ghost forces are entering the city.
Looks like we might get that champagne and caviar after all.
Hey, Daniels, you still think there's a young gal looking for a handsome GI?
Sorry, buddy. That was just to boost your morale.
Now he tells me.
City of Lights.
Germans running
And
from
by
fireworks.
City of Lights, we mean we have firecrackers every other day.
There's no
Don't
turning
sleep
back.
here.
France has reclaimed Paris.
Well, this ain't exactly.
Son, you might want to take off that Nazi uniform.
Come on, Pierson, let them have this.
Because you might get into a fight with a drunk Frenchman.
Champagne and caviar.
Taking the garrison and helping to liberate Paris is something I'll never forget. Hell, I think I might have seen Pierson smile.
And then they all got laid.
Ride this momentum all
And
the
they
way.
all lived happily ever
Hey, you
after.
got both heroic actions in this mission. Woohoo!
Hey, yep, because I also had assisted in the surrender of officers who gave themselves up, and I did not kill them, and that's a good thing, because that means that we spared even more human carnage. In the next part, we're going to cause a massive amount of human carnage.
In collateral damage.